I'm excited for this one. Hot Toys just released Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man 1. You know, the awesome one was Andrew Garfield. When I woke up this morning, yeah, I looked at my phone and I saw they released this, and I immediately, had to get out of bed, throw on some clothes, run in here and start recording. So yes, I woke up like this. So let's just have some fun. Look at all these pictures and stuff. Cause man, I personally actually really like the suit from the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. I know not everybody's cup of tea. It's pretty unique, but I love the way the webbing looks and like the emphasis on the blue. Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking suit in my opinion. So let's look at all these blogger photos. Man, up first, it looks pretty great. So next, yeah, let's just compare the actual, figure on the right here to Andrew Garfield from the movie. And yes, a signature low res image right here. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, the one criticism I could give it is that basically the head sculpt, he looks a bit older than he did when he was actually in the movie. So he doesn't look as old as he was in No Way Home, maybe more Amazing Spider-Man 2, but that's the one thing I see. Just he looks a little bit older here, just the way the head looks. So yeah, there's no fixing it now. I know that was a criticism back when this was announced, that he looked a little bit older, and it looks like now that the figure released, nothing changed. So he still looks a little older than he did in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. I still think it looks pretty good, but at the same time, yeah, I gotta call it out because even I'm a little disappointed that he doesn't look as young as he did in the actual movie. But the head sculpt looks pretty great. You can see all the battle damage on it. You got scratches on the neck, the head, and just looks pretty good. Then the outfit just looks pretty spot on. I mean, it looks a little brighter here on the figure because of course the lighting is different. But I love that. This just looks amazing. I love the spider symbol. It's kind of like broken up. Man, yeah, this is going to be a pretty awesome figure. And then here, you can see he's up on the actual base. The base, I believe it is 19 inches tall or something like that. It is huge. So I did not go for the deluxe edition of this figure. I just have nowhere to put that base. It's awesome. I kind of wish I got it, but at the same time, nah, I couldn't do it. It's just way too tall for me, and it would always just sit in the box, so it'd be kind of a waste of money at that point. But it does look super cool. So those of you who have room or don't use display cases that are kind of height limited, you just have like open area or wherever you put your figures, then that base is gonna stand out. It's gonna look awesome because you can see here he's just kind of hanging on it, just looking incredible. You have like I believe there's some light up features, or at least maybe they edited them in. I can't remember right now. Let me know. Does it have light up features? I think it does, but I don't want to say for sure because I can't remember exactly. But here on the right, you can see he's wearing the backpack, the camera with the actual flash, which is a special edition exclusive. So yes, I was lucky enough to lock in the special standard edition. And then yeah, the backpack, you have a skateboard, he has a phone, and then of course a little mask if you want to have him unmasked. And yeah, he just looks great. I love seeing him wear all that. But for me, I'm actually doing something a little different. So you can see here on the left, they actually made an outfit from this movie. They Rise Work. So Rise Work is a third-party company. They actually made this body, the outfit and everything for this figure. I didn't go for their head sculpt. I just went for the body because somehow I'm going to get this head here on this body. But honestly, now seeing the head on the outfit, I don't know. It looks really, really good on this. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one, but I do have this body on pre-order. So whenever it actually releases, like the body and the outfit, then I'll have to put the head sculpt on it. But yeah, I do like the Spider-Man mask. I like the yellow lenses and kind of the narrow look of them. So it's not going to be the biggest deal in the world, but I got to admit, I actually kind of like how the head sculpt actually looks on the Spider-Man suit now. It's looking pretty good. And for this body, I'm actually going to put the backpack, the skateboard, the camera, maybe the phone, just put all that actually on it and then go from there because that's going to look pretty good. Probably, yeah, you'll see in a picture later on, but there's some cool stuff they even did with the backpack and the mask. But here on the right, you can see he's just skateboarding, got some webs, got the camera, the backpack. So I do really like that they include all that stuff. It's probably not 100% necessary, but at the same time, it goes with his character really, really well. Like for me, yeah, I wasn't really planning on having him wearing it a lot. I'd probably put it around the base. That's why I kind of wanted the body to have a reason to use it. So yeah, if you plan on having him using that stuff though, it looks really good with him. And then here on the left, you can see he's wearing the camera. He's up on that base. And I believe this is the bottom of the base. If maybe there was a way. It didn't look like it, but if you could detach the top part and just have like this, then I could have fit it. But it didn't look like there was any way to do that. I haven't seen any photos of it separated, so yeah, still I just skipped the base. But you can see here on the right, the backpack, the actual skateboard, they have it all like webbed up, you know, so it doesn't fall off the building and knock someone in the head. And then here on the right, this lizard, it's not a figure. This looks like the base from No Way Home, the one that you could buy separately for Andrew, which is pretty cool. It looks like an awesome base, and I love how they actually integrate it with the actual the new base for this figure. Looks super cool the way he's like grabbing, he's jumping, man. Whew, that's an awesome photo right there. And then here, I don't even want to know what Spider-Man's doing to my face right now. The angle, the everything right here, you guys know what I'm talking about. It looks a little goofy, but yeah, that's all I'll say. I don't even want to know what he's doing to my face. But yes, here on the right, he looks awesome. He's swinging, he's shooting. So it looks like the webs you get for this one, they're actually the webs from they usually give you for Spider-Man 2 figures from the game, which is awesome. But they're a little more translucent, so they're not as kind of that pure white color that you get from the game. But yeah, I think they look good. I think, yeah, there should be a photo coming up where you can see them a bit more detail. But here you can see the suit in a lot more detail, and man, oh, I love that texture. I'm so excited to kind of get this in my hands, start rubbing my fingers around it and just feeling it up, because look at that. The texture on it. Wow. You see like all little, where those hexagons for the actual suit, like material. I'm not sure what the suit's made out of exactly. I always wait till it's in my hand to verify 100% what it is. But I'm hoping this one you can actually bend and stuff, like it's a spandex or something where you don't have to worry about it actually, you know, degrading over time or kind of getting too creased. But we'll see when I actually get it in my hands, because I order from Sideshow, so it'll probably take a couple months. Probably, see, I haven't even seen my Yellow Suit Deluxe Wolverine yet, so it'll probably be next year by the time I actually get this one. But man, this looks so good. It just like, yeah, look at that detail, look at that texture. And then the eyes, I actually really like these lenses, like I said. Like the what did he do? He took them from like sunglasses or something, I believe. Potentially. I believe that's what he did in this movie. But man, it looks good. I do love the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suits. It's trying to think, it might be my favorite live action Spider-Man suit, but this one was an amazing start, and I love the uniqueness. It's just so good looking. Yeah, sorry, like I said, I just woke up, so I'm still getting my voice in, you know? Drink some water and stuff, you know? I said testing to make sure the mic worked, and we're just going for it. So apologies if my voice sounds weird. And then here on the left, you know, he's got his camera, he's got that head sculpt, and like I said, the head sculpt looks so good on this suit. I'm kind of, yeah, we'll see. I just gotta see, because that body, it's gonna look nice with it on, but now just seeing it like this, ooh, it looks a lot better. Because honestly, when I first saw the initial prototype photos, the head looked a little big. It looked not like a bobblehead, well, maybe like a bobblehead, but it looked a little bigger for the body. So I was like, let me just get that third-party outfit. But now, seeing it on the body, it looks like they kind of fixed that proportion, and it looks really good. Then here, I remember seeing I believe there's an actual photo of him like this, kind of kneeled down, like crossing. So that's kind of funny. And then, yeah, he's in a dynamic pose. You can see the suit, of course, it creases up, but I'm really curious if it stays like that. Yeah, I'm just curious about the suit material. And then here on the right, this is what I was telling you, where they did something cool with the backpack. So whenever I get that Rise Work outfit, or like the outfit and body set, you know what I mean by now. Then when I put the backpack on him, I'll probably have it a little open, have the mask sticking out like this, because that'd be pretty cool, or have him holding it. The only thing is, for third party, sometimes the outfits like that, they only give you one set of hands. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can actually have him holding it, or just doing something like this. But either way, it looks cool. You can see, of course, wrist pegs. When you, of course, bend the hand or something, unfortunately, you're always going to see the pegs. But if you have them kind of not bent at all, the pegs, you can't really see them, like this picture here. And then here, man, that is beautiful. See the background? Of course, I know they didn't really take the photo up on top of a building with the figure. It's like an edited in background, but man, oh, that looks so nice. But yeah, here's the base again. Super crazy tall. Super cool, super like awesome. It's going to stand out, but just too tall for me. And then here on the right, yep, he's just swinging, about to shoot me in the face. And then here, yes, so for this figure, you actually get this little battle damage piece. So you remember when he got shot in the leg by the, was it her dad, Officer Gwyn, or Captain Gwyn? Yeah, I can't remember who shot him exactly. One of the officers did. Yeah, no, it wasn't him, right? Okay, you know, I'm not going to start analyzing or analyzing my memory, trying to go back to the movie. But yes, he got shot when he was getting arrested, and he had to web himself up so he could go fight Lizard. And it's awesome they include that. I believe it's magnetic, so you can just magnetically attach it to the leg. I believe I already saw, I think, the figure hideout, because he just lives in the Hot Toys warehouse or something. That's a joke, I know. But he always gets them super early and makes some awesome shorts on them. So yes, he already has a video on them, so go check that out. It looks pretty cool. I still need to watch it, but from the thumbnail, it looked pretty cool. But here you can actually see the backpack, you can see the web. Man, it looks awesome. I love how they actually slide this over so it could just hang. Yeah, this is gonna be a great figure. And then here, just tilt your head like this way a bit to the right, and then yeah, they probably just laid the figure down and then edited in the background and have the wall kind of laid down. So no, he does not stick to walls unless they double-sided taped his booty or something. And here on the right, this is cool. He's just kind of jumping off the building, got his backpack webbed up. And then here, not the best look Spider-Man. I don't know, not the best look here. We got Stalker Spider-Man. He's just, yeah, just looking in someone's window. I don't know, that's a bit creepy, but you know, whoever took this photo, yeah, I don't know. We got creepy Spider-Man over here. And here on the right, he's looking at that photo he took. I mean, when the movie came out, I don't know if they had like touchscreen phones or stuff yet. Maybe they did. They probably did. I was super young when the movie came out, okay? But the phone that he has, which makes sense because I know Spider-Man's character, he grew up poor, which is part of it. So the phone that he has probably is a little older for the time too. But, you know, we'll just say he took this photo, like did something with it, you know, and then put it on his phone somehow, and now he's looking at it. So he's creepy, but you know, we'll deal with it because whoever made these two blogger photos, you know, interesting. And then, yeah, right here, this looks super cool. You can see him just swinging. And here I actually like, so you see on the mask, you can't really see the seam for the actual neck now. Like right under where it usually would be here. It's not like a split cut neck or anything. It's just one piece, but it still looks like you get quite a bit of articulation with it. And then here on the right, these webs look kind of fake. These don't look like the webs that come with them. So it looks like they just add these in like Photoshop or something after the fact. But whew, yeah, the suit looks good. And I love these dynamic poses they're showing off because, yeah, it looks like you're going to be able to bend them quite a bit. The only question is if it's going to damage the suit or not. And one thing I didn't mention yet, but the web shooters on this suit, they look so cool. And then here, another one of him just swinging, just up in the city, and someone under him just looked up, took this photo, and saw some spider booty. And then here, yeah, I love these photos as well. Here, he's just, yeah, so they use the actual base. He's kind of leaning off it, looking down. Pretty cool. And here on the right, I always wonder if some of these are Photoshop or they just have these awesome props because that looks super cool. Him in front of the gargoyles and stuff. Then here he's just lifting some rubble and stuff. So, you know, pretty cool, pretty awesome scene if you have stuff like that. Here on the right, he's hanging upside down in the sewers. Looks like the sewers, yeah, when he goes after Lizard. Also pretty awesome. And then here he is just standing on top of the base looking, once again, awesome. I love that head sculpt on him. The lighting's good here, man. Super, super awesome. Here on the right, they use, yeah, that is the Joker base because you can see the Batman symbol in there. They just have him sitting on there because, you know, makes sense when he got arrested. He doesn't come with handcuffs I can think of. It looks like actually they use the handcuffs from the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, because he's just like right up there in my collection. Those are the ones that hang off his belt. So yeah, I guess Robert Pattinson's Batman handcuffed him and then put him on top of the Joker base from The Dark Knight. So yeah, I don't know. There's a big crossover going on right here. And then here you can see a close up of the backpack. The skateboard looks awesome. I love all the details in it. The backpack looks also pretty awesome, pretty accurate. The camera, the actual flash piece here is like a swap out piece because you only get it if you get the special edition. I don't know if you need the special edition on this one, but you do also get swap out lenses, which look pretty cool. So we'll take a look at that here in a sec. And then of course, also you get a phone with him. And this pose, yeah, just look at that. He looks cool. He's just up on the very tippy top of the base, just kind of holding on. The articulation, I kind of wish you could get him a little lower because it looks like he's like really funny up here. But if you get him a little lower, look a little cooler in my opinion. But here, you can also see the swap out piece, property of Peter Parker right here. So you get the top one here if you get the standard or deluxe non-special editions. Then if you get the special editions, you get that top piece. So it's cool you get it. And obviously I'm going to use it because I got the special edition, but I don't think it's necessary for that piece. But then you also get swap out lenses. So the bottom ones here are what come with the figure standard. And the top one are the swap out pieces, which are a little darker. So it's cool they give you swap out ones, but they're not crazy different. So I don't think special edition is necessary for this figure. But if you ordered at a time where you still could get the special edition, then you might as well. But also, of course, I wouldn't say you need to track it down after the fact if you missed out on it. But, you know, it's cool though. You get the little swap out lenses. That'd probably be more worth it than the actual camera swap out piece in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see when I get it in hand, which I prefer. Because those are cool because it puts them in like a darker scene. But also these ones are nice because they stand out and they're yellow. So it looks cool. Then here, yeah, you can see the cool spider symbol on the back, kind of raised. And I love all the little like lines and it looks just awesome. And then here, oh, okay. And then here, he's just like kind of swinging. You see the translucent kind of webs there. Yeah, this is awesome. I love how you can use a swirly web, just stick it under and then combine it with other webs and just, yeah, make them look pretty cool. And then, yeah, here on the right, you can see the base. It looks like you can tilt it a little bit if you need, but man, it's just so tall. You see how tall that is? Then you also get a flight pole with it, which makes sense if you're gonna have them up on it or something. So that's also nice, but I wish I had the room for it, but at the moment I don't, and especially when I ordered him, I didn't. So I just skipped on it. It's hopefully not a regret I have, but yeah, I just couldn't get it. But let me know in the comments if any of you are getting the deluxe because you needed that base, and let me know if you just bought it because you wanted the base, or let me know if you bought it because you actually have room for it. And that's everything for this figure. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like, definitely a subscribe if you want to see me review them and just look at more figures and stuff like that in general. So we have fun over here, so hit subscribe and come join us on our collecting journey. And also, of course, as always, a special thank you to all channel members. We've got everyone in the 12 scale tier currently. If you want to become a channel member, see your name at the end of videos, and the highest tier, you get a verbal shout out. If you want to see that, definitely go click the join button, check out the different tiers, see which one's worth it to you. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, months, week, everything, all the above. And until next time, stay 6 scale.